Howdy, everyone. This is Dave Hashley again, and we're talking traffic. And this is video number 2 in our traffic series. Now, with this one, I'm going to veer off a little bit from what we talked about. I was going to go into more traffic sites. The last one we talked about Moneyline and how it's important to get involved in that and how you can make money with Moneyline, global Moneyline. There, so you can also at a later date purchase leads or purchase clicks. So this one, I'm going to veer off a little bit from that because I want you to get the grasp of what you have here in your hands. If you're following these videos and talking about the system, which if you don't know what the system is, the person that sent you here, ask them, what our system is, and they'll be sure and give you a guided tour. But thing that we do, we need to have some kind of system or some kind of organization, and all in business of having a business. And there's a couple of ways to approach it. One, let's talk about let's compare the two. Let's compare a regular business, a brick and mortar business, to an internet business. All right, just for a minute here. Now, let's say you wanted to get in a restaurant. We'll use that as our brick and mortar. You buy a franchise, and when you're buying a complete system, they tell you how to make the food. They tell you what the building has got to look like. They help you find a place to put the building, so it'll be a good location. They provide basically everything for you, nuts and bolts and turnkey operation. When it's done, all you got to do is hire your people, and they tell you where to order the food from, how to make the food. Everything is pretty much done for you. But the cost, pretty expensive. I mean, hundreds of $1,000s. I think for McDonald's, there's probably $1 million that you got to pay up front just for their fee. Maybe that much, that not that much. I don't know, but I know it's pretty expensive for anyone that you see on here. It's going to cost you a lot of money, but you're getting a lot for your buck. Now, when are you going to make a profit? Probably several years down the road before you make a profit and make back what it cost you to get started. So let's say you don't want to go that route. Let's say you want to go the route of kind of do it yourself with a family restaurant. Those you cook or you know a good cook, and you think people would buy what you cook, so decide to buy a restaurant, or you're going to get a restaurant. So you can start from scratch, build the building, or you can buy out another restaurant that's closed, remodel it, and make it the way you want it. All the things that you gotta have to buy for it. You got tables, chairs, napkins, silverware. I mean, you name it. There's a ton of things that you have for your own restaurant. But again, that's a way that you can do it yourself. So now let's go back and compare this in an internet marketing business. Okay, with internet marketing business, you've got you got to have a lot of things too. You can see in this picture here, showing you some of the different things. SEO, search engine optimization, so people can find you. You got to have good content. You got to have an email list. You got to have an autoresponder. And basically, our system is what we call in internet marketing. We call it a funnel. And here's an example of some funnels, and they can get pretty complicated. You have to attract the people, then interact with them, and then convert them. And everybody comes in this side here, and they come out the other side. These are the people that bought whatever you're promoting. Another explanation of them, and all of these pieces are an integral part of making the system, or in this case, the funnel work. So can you buy a franchise for this, or would you do it all yourself? Believe me, you don't want to do it all yourself. I've been there, done that. It's complicated. I mean, I went to college to be a web developer, web designer. I know how to do some coding, enough to be dangerous. I've built several websites. I've built several landing pages. I've worked with autoresponders, Aweber, GetResponse, Mailchimp. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all expensive. $30, $40, $50 a month, some of them more than that. You have a website, you got to pay for hosting. That's a monthly cost. You got landing pages. You got to get a software to build, be able to make the landing pages, or we call landers in our system, called squeeze pages. These are all part of the funnel. If you want to do all that yourself, it's complicated and can be very time consuming just to get one campaign going. Okay. Now, what about this? What would it be if you had a system? Well, I came up with the wrong page. So let's go back with that. We want to start on the first page. Okay, with our system, these are some things that are included. You get unlimited capture pages, as many as you want, many as you want to build. They're all done with templates, so you don't have to do any of the work yourself. It's basically copy and paste. If you can copy and paste, learn how to do that. Control C, copy, Control V, paste. You can do this. Unlimited video capture pages with videos embedded in them. Easily done. Again, copy and paste. Unlimited landing pages. Landing page, basically the same thing as a capture page, just works a little bit different. 1, 2, or 3 video pages. Now, pages with multiple videos on that page. Unlimited autoresponders. That means you have unlimited different campaigns of different series of emails. Also, by the way, with our system, all the emails are included. Wow. You don't have to write any of the emails. That's another thing that can be complicated if you're gonna do it on your own. An email broadcaster, which means you can email to everybody on your list all at once, kind of like a newsletter. Duplicatable share codes for pages and autoresponder messages. What this means is you just simply copy a code, a series of numbers, and paste that into the form, and boom, your landing page is all there. All you have to do is edit it with some specific, change the words, make it the way you want to. Tracking pixels. If a person wants to do it, allows you to be able to track what kind of response you're getting from it. That's not all. We also get social media buttons on all the pages. So people can click on say for instance, Facebook, and automatically go to your Facebook page so they can see that you're a real person. They can interact with you and see that you're not just a robot out there. A mobile website builder. You build a website for mobile users. URL tracking, again, another tracking feature. URL rotator. You can put your different pages into a rotator, and when people land on it, they'll get different pages each time, but all go back to the same thing, or could be to a different thing. Tiny URL, the ability to be able to make the URL, instead of being very long, you can make it short. An invoice creator, you can invoice your customers. QR code creator, generic marketing videos with voiceovers. Again, all these things are included. You can buy leads right from our system. Of course, we have training on traffic generation, connect and build WordPress blogs, contact managers included in the system. That allows you to keep track of all of your people and know what stage they're in, what they've seen, what they have not seen, what they've bought, what they haven't bought, and a 3-tier compensation plan. In other words, the way you can make money off of people that join below you. What does all this cost? Less than $2 a day. Now compare that, go back to a brick and mortar business. Okay, you didn't pay anything. Just the whole system, including the building, the hardware, the knives and forks. I mean the food, everything. You're making a comparison of the two. In our system, the internet system that we're talking about, your home-based business, you don't pay any huge thousands of dollars in franchise fees. All you pay is less than $2 a day. And if you can just refer 2 people, it's free. Yes, you get $25 for each person on your team that decides to do the same thing that you're doing. You get paid $25, not once, but every single month, as long as they're in the business. Two of them, and it's free. After that, you're making money. You're making profit. So I think you can see from this simple explanation that we've got a lot to offer. Now, is it going to happen overnight that you're going to make thousands of dollars? No, don't believe any of that hype on the internet. It's just not true. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. But here's a prime example of what a lot of people in the internet marketing get up into. What if a farmer said, he planted the seeds in 30 days and didn't get a crop? Well, this farming business must be a scam. A lot of people think that's what a internet marketing business is, a scam, because they haven't gotten the money in, they haven't made any money in 30 days. This next one here is pretty true. Let me get the other one out of the way here. Wait a minute. Getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, the other one disappeared magically. Let's see if we can get it back here, because it was, no, barely not. But you can see we've got a lot in our system that that everyone can benefit from without having to do all the work themselves. It's like a franchise, only you're not paying for the franchise. All we're going to do, and again, the future videos, I'm going to show you how we can drive traffic to your sites so that people can see them. Now, there's several different strategies. Mine's not the only one, but this is the one I choose to use, and for me, it's the easiest one for somebody to start with because it's easily duplicatable. If people, again, can just copy and paste and do a little bit every day, eventually they will get the traffic. Now, the way traffic works is the first thing we want to do is we want to get people to see our website. Now, what that is called views. And that's the first thing we're doing. We're driving traffic. We're getting people to view our websites or view our sites. The next thing we want is clicks. We want people to click on the button and first enter their email and address. Enter their email and their name. That gets them into our system. We've captured them then when they've done that. When they have clicked on our site or clicked on that button, we've captured them, and our autoresponder will send out messages to them every 24 hours or 48 hours, however we set it up. And hopefully with those multiple times of them seeing that information, they'll decide to join you. So that's the first thing we want to do is get views, and then we get clicks. A fast way of getting clicks is to buy them. You can actually buy a click at about $1 a piece. So if you want 200 clicks to your website, you're looking at paying about $200. So for some people starting out, that can be kind of expensive. But again, if you compare that back to a brick and mortar business, okay, they've got to advertise too. McDonald's, their sign is up there. That helps them quite a bit. But look at what they've spent to get that, the franchisee, what he spent to get that sign in the building up there. Smaller businesses, family restaurants, they have to advertise on TV. And that can be kind of expensive. Advertise with flyers, that can be a little bit inexpensive, not as bad. Okay, we advertise. Again, we can do it on Facebook. Some people do that. If that's your thing, advertise on Facebook. And first thing you're doing is getting views. Okay, and then you hope to get clicks. The views to click ratio, I think that last time it's like hundreds to one. You gotta have, if you get 100 people, you might get one click. You get 200 people, you might get two. That's 200 people to view, to see what you have, to see your website. You got to get them to do that first. If they never see it, they're never going to get a chance to click and never going to uh, completely get involved in your business. So again, I hope this has helped. If it has, I would hope that you would pass this along to the people in your organization, and maybe they can benefit from it. But I want to just give you an oversight of what I feel about the comparison between a brick and mortar business and an internet business. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and have a good day. Thank you.